Hi everybody, Adam Broadway here from Platform OS. Wanted to do a quick check-in with everybody. After last week we had some great feedback, and hopefully there'll be some more great feedback after this update. We've done a lot of things since then, and a lot of partners have been moving forward in great strides. Thought I might just focus in on a few points today, and that is the partner portal that we have been developing. It is all API based. So what you see here is not actually the final user experience UI that we are going to use. It is a UI that we've put over the top of our API to make sure it all works. So the focus has been on making sure all the business functionality in the back end is rock solid, which it is. And we've got a bunch of Platform OS instances that are running here. An instance is a site and a lot of partners. So let's go ahead and look at how we go about creating a partner. I actually just created one. In fact, I did already start this video previously, and then a Windows update flashed up on the screen right in the middle of it. Thanks, Windows. But this is why you didn't get to see me actually create that. But what I've done is just created a new partner and give it a name. The partner a name. It's through an API as well, so we can have master development partners create other sub partners and also deploy sites on behalf of other partners if they're being given the permissions and access to do so. So anyway, we've gone ahead, I've created a new partner portal, Adam Test Partner, and I've got no site instances and I have no users. So probably best to add a new user. Let's do that. Add my email address and we'll go ahead and invite the user. Now, I will receive an email, which we'll go and take a look at in a minute. But also what's happened is that the access key, the API access key has been also granted, but only the person that is owning the account can see that. And that access key will be used for being able to log in, do certain things through the partner portal, and also for deploying sites. So I would receive my email, but it's going to be kind of useless if I can't do things. So as an administrator here, I'm going to manage the permissions and grant myself some access. Read, write, and deploy. I'm going to go ahead and give myself write and deploy access to my new partner portal. So let's go ahead and do that. And so once I've applied my policy for my user account, for this partner portal, the idea is that users can be given access to any number of other partners' portals. A partner name is like a grouping of resources, and the idea is that those resources could be users or sites. And so users can be given access, read, write, and write deploy to any number of other partner sites. That means that we have the ability for you as a partner and your account to grant other partners or users the ability to deploy and do certain things on behalf of you within your partner site or partner portal. So I've given myself access. I can also grant permission to create new partners. So certain partners, master partners, developer partners, have extra rights to be able to create new partners. And if you're one of those, hit us up and we'll make sure that you get that permission. All right, now that I've given myself permission, I should really go and check my email and log in as this new user to see what I can do. So in my inbox, I have an email that asks me to accept the invitation. And there's some instructions here. There's some references to certain resources that have been put together by our team. The new documentation, API documentation site is just about ready to go live. So we've been working on that. We've had it all cut up into HTML. We're now getting all of the gist content from GitHub to push over into that documentation site. In the meantime, there's the email that you will receive, which has got some great resources and videos. So now what I'll do is accept the invitation. I'll do that in an incognito browser this time because I don't want to use my other session that might be active. And it's just going to ask for me to set my password. So I'll go ahead and do that. It's going to be ****, etc. Hope that's it. All right, so there we are. I've created a partner grouping called Adam Test Partner. I added a user to that partner portal called Adam Broadway. The user has certain permissions And there's my access key, which you can see I've obfuscated, because if you've got that, then you can do certain things that I don't want you to do. So that is it. I've just very quickly created my partner portal as an admin, invited Adam Broadway Gmail account as a user, gave permissions, and I can revoke my own permissions here. That's something I might not want to do. And you can see I have 0 instances. There's no sites actually created. So what I'll go ahead and do is I'll take an option to create a new instance, and this is where we've got our various endpoints. Now these endpoints are simply the server environments on which I want to deploy my site, and what I'm able to do is actually certain partners will be having more selection, and some will have their own dedicated server environments from which they can deploy. So for development partners, those working with enterprise clients or very specific types of government entities where you need very specific hosting environments set up, that can be deployed on AWS, Google Hosting, Azure, etc. And they can be allocated to you as a partner. And that way, when you create a site, you can do it on a specific and dedicated stack for you. There's different pricing for that, but basically it means you don't have to worry about all the DevOps and that type of stuff. But I'll go ahead, I'm going to just create a site on my Staging California environment, Adam Test 1, create, and we're preparing your instance. Check your email in a few minutes. So what it's going to do is go off in the background and prepare a server instance that will have the ability for you to deploy your website on it. I'm going to just refresh this page actually, because we should see it pretty quick. So there it is. There's an initial site with a theme. In this case, it's got very little content, but we're also going to have a marketplace where you can very, very quickly have fully functional sites up and running. Now, this is just a quick example site, and if I log into this, I've got access to whatever assets are available to me on this site instance, which has a dashboard, but it could be any number of dashboards, it could be any number of site themes, it could be specific functionality, whatever was used to create that site instance, and now I could deploy over the top of it. But very quickly, I've been granted access to my partner portal, given a user account, I verified my account, created a password, and then I just created a new site instance on a particular server environment. That's pretty quick. Next steps, of course, are to do my updates and deploys and configuring the site, etc. And that's a whole different process, which will be shown in a different video. What I thought I'd do next, though, is we'll go off back to my my demo and just highlight a couple of things that have been going on in the community. There was a town hall recently that Scott, Adam, and crew got going from the Inner Circle, which there's quite a few members here in this Slack channel at the moment, but there's going to be some new town halls coming up, and this is something that the development partners within the community are getting together to make sure that they have all the things that BC partners will need to be able to migrate to Platform OS should you choose to do so. And there's some exciting things happening with some open source initiatives going on there, as well as some really good high value paid services that various partners are providing. So really exciting about that. Check out the video if you haven't already. I think it's something, if you're in the Inner Circle, you'll be able to watch. There's also been a recent Sandpile. A bunch of questions were asked, which I'm going to go through and read and respond to as well. What else is happening? We have got some pretty cool stuff. SiteGlide came up top of the pops this week. I think they got a mention last week, but I just wanted to show you quickly again because I was so impressed how quickly they did this. It was amazing. They've got a login on their test environment. I'll go ahead. I'll use my master login. And they've got this dashboard that they put together. Really great theme that they've chosen here, but you can see the dashboard has Google Analytics stuff injected on there. All of this is dynamic, of course. We've got some other cool stats on this dashboard, completely customized and configured by the SiteGlide team. Now, what I really wanted to just quickly highlight again, what they did was they built some cool, very quick CRM functionality into their dashboard. That all works nicely, and all of this information was imported from a Business Catalyst web app. And they built this import tool really quickly. And if we go off, they went off and demonstrated in a separate video how quickly they were able to select a Business Catalyst web app, select what we call a transactable, and press import, boom, off it goes, done. Really smart stuff happening there with the SiteGlide team, as with a number of other partners who will be showcasing soon. Big shout out, of course, to Adam Cook, who recently put out a blog, as in recently 2 days ago, I think, getting to know Platform OS. He's spent a lot of time with the team. I don't know how he gets the time to do it, because he's also got a bunch of clients that he's working with. But when he's not sleeping, I don't think he sleeps. So when he's not sleeping, he's doing web development. And this blog post has taken people through the journey of what he's experienced working with Platform OS, and he put together a quick video, which I think you'll all appreciate the effort he's gone into here. Some great feedback and questions coming through. He'll be progressively adding more and more content around this blog series that he's doing, and so will other partners. So we just appreciate everybody and the effort they're putting into the community. We have more exciting things happening. I'm always saying that word exciting, because it is really exciting to see what is coming down the pipe. So I hope you enjoyed that little update. There is more to come. Oh, everyone's asking pricing. Pricing. It's a big question. And it's one that I've been racking my brains on with the team, because we didn't want to go below this number. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to do a plan that uses the same usage limits as the $100 a month plan, but we're going to be giving Business Catalyst partners, only Business Catalyst partners, a 50% discount until they hit the next usage limit. So that means that you get the $100 plan at $50 a month. And that will include a whole bunch of cool things, you know, your SSL, DNS management, contacts, email marketing, notifications, all of that stuff, unlimited functionality. We're just tying up a few loose ends around that, terms and conditions and different things. You have to be a Business Catalyst partner. You will use your Business Catalyst partner ID. We will verify that with Adobe. And there also will not be any charge to become a partner for Business Catalyst partners in the first 6 months. So if you're a BC partner, jump on board now, get a certain number of sites. You'll also get a free site, so 5 sites that you bring on. You get your own free site for your own design company use, and also commissions is also going to be part of the deal. But for now, we're going to do a 50% discount only for Business Catalyst partners. That means you get the $100 a month plan at the $50 a month limit, and you only move up when you actually crack the usage limits of a $100 a month plan, which I think is fair, and also will allow you to mark it up if you want to, sell that to your client. And as I said, no limits on the functionality. All right, well, that's 14 minutes is gone or thereabouts. I hope that was useful, and I look forward to sharing a bit shorter and punchy presentation next week with some really cool demos coming out. Thanks, everyone. Bye.